SpongeBob as a show has had many numerous villains throughout the years. The Tattletale Strangler, Bubble Bass, Man Ray, Doodlebob, my favorite, and the most famous, Plankton, just to name a few. They all have their grievances against the residents of Bikini Bottom, but I feel as if they all have some redeemable qualities. That is all except for one evil, irredeemable crustacean, Mr. Krabs. I decided to go over a list of his crimes and inform you all on why he is the main villain of SpongeBob. This isn't all of his crimes or wrongdoings, this is just the ones I found most irredeemable. Now, I'll start off with the more mild ones, and we'll get into the actual murders, plural, yes, plural, not just the health inspector, that he's tried to commit. Starting this off with animal cruelty. Now, we all remember the day SpongeBob decided to enhance his already delicious Krabby Patty with some jellyfish jelly and share it with a customer. And I still to this day think that would be amazing to eat. And Mr. Krabs did too, but he also saw the profits it would rack in. After persuading SpongeBob to catch jellyfish while on the clock, an absolute dream for the Bob, he never expected to catch Mr. Krabs running a factory where jellyfish are inhumanely milked, rolled over with a rolling pin, squeezed the life out of, and then thrown into the garbage, while Mr. Krabs just laughs. It's absolutely horrible behavior, and we're just getting started. Grave robbing. After Mr. Krabs found out a drinking hat he sold to SpongeBob was worth a bunch of money, he camps outside his house and scares him into returning the hat to the original owner. The thing is that the original owner is currently in a grave. This doesn't deter our crusty friend as he grabs a shovel and starts digging. Just straight up grave robbing this poor dude. Forcing employees to work 24 hours a day for 43 days. Now one day, Mr. Krabs notices the chum bucket is open 23 hours a day. Plankton did this purposely, knowing it would trigger reaction from the greedy crab and possibly get him closer to the secret Krabby Patty formula. But Mr. Krabs takes it too far, forcing his employees to work for 43 days without stopping. And this makes both Squidward and SpongeBob go into a mental and physical breakdown, the latter of which has hallucinations of Krabby Patty scaring him so bad that he has to see a psychiatrist. All because a restaurant known for never having any customers opened their doors longer. Another horrible consequence of Mr. Krabs' actions. Disregard for Bikini Bottom lives. Now, here are a couple examples of Mr. Krabs just having no regard for anybody in Bikini Bottom's life at all. And to start us off, he sold SpongeBob's soul for just a measly 62 cents. That's how he sees his most trusted and important employee and friend. All of the things SpongeBob has done for him, and that's all he's worth. Another example, he used SpongeBob and Squidward as clam bait after taking away all their food and going absolutely crazy. And they say Squidward's a bad guy? Mr. Krabs just has no redeeming qualities, and the more I've been researching for this video, the more I actually dislike his character. The attempted murder of Squidward, Plankton, and the health inspector. What if I told you Mr. Krabs is responsible for nearly murdering 3 of Bikini Bottom's citizens? Let's start off with Squidward. After trying to sell his artwork at the Krusty Krab, an art appraiser tells Mr. Krabs art can be more valuable when the artist is out of the picture. Now, all Old Man Krabs sees is money signs for Squidward's head, so he sends him to Antarctica expecting him to die. And when he returns, he sends him to rock bottom, expecting him to die. And when he returns again, he sends him to the planet Mars. But alas, poor Squidward returns. Now, this drives Mr. Krabs to his breaking point where he snaps and tries to murder Squidward, all in an effort to make some quick cash. Absolutely awful. And now Plankton. After finding out Plankton has a really bad fear of whales, Mr. Krabs exploits this, traumatizing Plankton to the point where he has multiple nightmares. Eventually, it gets so bad, he decides the only way out is to wait for a bus to come and run him over. Mr. Krabs brings Plankton to the edge of sewer slide, and the only reason he doesn't go through with it is because SpongeBob talks him out of it. And finally, the health inspector. Probably the most iconic bad deed Mr. Krabs has ever done. After believing the health inspector to be a fraud, Mr. Krabs does something no restaurant owner should ever do, and attempts to poison the poor guy. Now, he doesn't eat the nasty patty, but instead a fly flies down his throat. Now believing him to be dead, Mr. Krabs enlists SpongeBob's help to hide the body, lie to police officers, and even beat the guy back into unconsciousness after he wakes up. And in the end, he still tries to blame SpongeBob for it. Just utterly despicable. Now, before my closing thoughts, I want to mention the other things I couldn't fit in the video, such as felonious assault of his employees, delivery fraud, spreading lies through a tabloid newspaper, printing counterfeit money, panty raiding his own mother's house, lying to a bunch of kids and making a gross, dangerous playground for them, stealing SpongeBob's idea until it blows up into his face, then trying to frame SpongeBob. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I have before you the evidence of Mr. Krabs' horrible actions throughout Bikini Bottom, an irredeemable crab who will do whatever it takes to make a quick buck. A man with no morals or sense of good in his heart. So consumed by greed, it's like the world around him is just a puppet to manipulate more money out of. All in all, a truly evil villain. But I want to hear your thoughts. Do you think Mr. Krabs is truly evil like me? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe, because that motivates me to make more of these. And until next time, Dusty out.